Hi friends, my name is Jamie Rome Crane. I am a professional painter and I own an art gallery. If you haven't heard that news until now, go ahead and watch my last video because that has part one of the process of getting the gallery ready to open. I started planning for the gallery 1 year ago and it took about 6 months of actual work to get the space ready to show art in. And today's video is a compilation vlog of the last little bit of getting things ready with construction and things like that, all the way to the opening night of the gallery. We had a very successful soft opening night for the Coeur d'Alene Second Friday Art Walk this month, and we're loving being part of the downtown Coeur d'Alene neighborhood. We have such a good community and awesome neighbors. If you don't already, make sure you're following my art Instagram at Jamie Rome Art and the gallery Instagram at J Rome Gallery. Especially if you're local, you need to follow the gallery Instagram account because I will always be posting updates about our monthly show openings and other events. All right, I hope you enjoy today's video. About 3 days before opening, we actually found out that the flooring would be finished up a lot sooner than we expected. So rather than waiting to open for the May Art Walk for Coeur d'Alene, we decided to just rush things within 3 days and get things ready to be open for the April Second Friday Art Walk.
Are you a fire arts guy?
Yes.
Right.
In these clips, I'm doing something called oiling out my paintings, and that's essentially just rubbing oil on the surface of a dried painting to revive some of the colors. I'm also touching up the corners of some paintings before laying the work out in the space to get the layout correct before we start hanging things. At this point, we had pretty much decided on the spacing and groupings of works. We had paintings in little groups depending on what series they are a part of. Hanging artwork, and especially getting used to these hanging wires, is definitely a two-person job. So thankfully, my dad and I could work on this as a team, and I did a lot of standing back and telling him what was even and level. At first, everything was really crooked and looked really funny, but we got everything leveled out once the spacing was correct. I also had a few new paintings to add wires to on the back before we could hang them. I have the most supportive family, and my grandpa actually wanted to contribute to the space by refinishing a really cool old bench that he's had my entire life. So he brought that down and it started to really come together. It is 9 a.m. on opening day of the gallery. Today's the soft opening. We'll be open for Coeur d'Alene Art Walk, which is from 5 to 8 p.m. But I'm heading over there now to just get things ready. I have one more painting that I need to display that I just brought from home. I just stopped at my favorite coffee shop for a little drink for good luck today. And I have some tables and things that we're gonna bring in for the event tonight. I am very excited and I'm not actually nervous, or at least as nervous as I thought I would be. So that's a good sign. I'm sure nerves might kick in a little bit later once I realize that this is actually happening. I'm very excited to see everyone tonight. I have a lot of friends who told me they'll be there, and I know that just the general art walk crowd in the downtown area will bring some people in too. All right, I'm gonna go drink my coffee and head down to work. When I got into the gallery this morning, I had to do some work on my computer for promoting the show that night, and then we got straight to work on hanging up the last piece in the show and finishing up oiling out paintings and making sure everything was straight and aligned. If you can't tell, I was in a really good mood this morning. I was very excited and a bit nervous as I was setting up the prints and little things on the tables for the reception. I had a couple of people stop in before we opened, which was more than welcome because I love chatting with customers. Oh, hello! Oh my gosh, you are so sweet.
We wanted to congratulate
Thank you
you.
so much.
Of course.
Thank you. At this point, we were ready and open for our very first Art Walk event. I was so blown away by the amazing response and kindness that my community showed me. I had plenty of friends and family show up, but I had even more complete strangers who just happened upon the gallery for the first time. So many people were just so incredibly kind, and it made me feel very, very appreciated and celebrated. It is just the coolest thing ever to be able to bring people together to enjoy art. We just had the most fun night with wine and treats and lots of good conversation. I am just so grateful. Our soft opening night, and I am absolutely exhausted because we had so many people show up for us. I feel so loved and grateful for my community. So many people, probably about 9 different people, brought me flowers. I just felt so appreciated and celebrated, and I am so thankful for you all, everyone who showed up, and for everyone who is cheering me on from afar or couldn't make it to the event for any reason. It was a super last minute soft opening because we had changes to the building finish up quicker than we expected. So we decided very spontaneously to just be open for Coeur d'Alene Art Walk on this second Friday of the month. We will have Art Walk events each second Friday of every month from now on, and we're also at this point testing out our temporary spring hours. So I'm here right now, it's a Saturday morning, and we are going to be open until 8 tonight. Otherwise, we are open each day of the week except Mondays and Tuesdays. Today is also Winnie's first day of work. We're testing this out to see if he can be a good gallery assistant. I am a dog person, so pets are welcome in the space, which is fun. Today while I'm here, I'm just doing some administrative work and getting some things situated with the business. I'm very happy to be here, and it feels very surreal to not only have had such a successful opening night last night, but also to be here just for a standard work day. I've been planning this for so long and ready for it for a while, so it feels surreal to be sitting here in my new workplace. The J. Rome Gallery has now been open for just about a week, and it's been the best experience so far. I am really excited to make mistakes and learn from them and improve the business. We still have a lot of work to do before we feel settled in, I think, but I am just so thankful for all of your support through the process, and since I announced the business, I am grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you.